Okay, so we have a little Criticare 506N series here, and I'm going to show you how to physically connect this for Xchart. So on the side here, you have what's called a DB9 port. This is just kind of a standard serial port, and this one happens to be a male DB9 port. And the first thing you're going to need is to put one of these little, they're called null modem adapters, and you can get these, there's links from our site. But basically, you can just push this in here, and then just to make sure it's nice and snug, you'll want to get a screwdriver or something. You can kind of turn it with your fingers too if you want, but it's kind of nice to have a screwdriver to get these in here. Like so. You don't have to make it real tight, you just want it snug so it doesn't move around too much. And then the other thing you'll need is a cable like this. So it's got USB-C on one end or USB on one end, depending on which one you need. And then just this on the other end. And all you do at this point is plug it in. And you'll want to tighten the thumb screws here, just to get it nice and snug, just so it doesn't fall out. Again, you don't have to make it super tight, just enough to where it's not going to come falling out on you. And that's how the physical connection works for these. And these are all the same. So there's like 7 or 8 different types of kind of variations of this 506 monitor that have different sensors and things, but they will all connect the exact same way. So you just need that little no modem adapter and the cable, and links to these are available on our website. Just go to xchart.com and select Auto Vitals, and you see our list of monitors there, and you can find it and see exactly what you need. Okay, I'm going to show you how to configure this to talk to Xchart. So what you need to do is go to Menu, and then what you're looking for here is you want to go to the printer setup. I know that's a little confusing, but that's what that's for. And you're going to hit Menu here just to select it. And once you're here, there's a few things that we're going to want to change here. So this one's already set up, but the key things you're going to want to do here is you want to set NIBP on. So anytime there's a blood pressure, you want to have it print to the serial port here. And the way you adjust these is you select it, and you see the little arrow switch from one side to the other. You use the up and down keys to change it. And once it's on what you want, you select Menu again to select it. And you see that the arrow switches back. So that tells you that, now we're done with that one, so we can go to the next one. We don't need the alarms to be sent, so we can leave that to off. And then this is how often to send the data. So we're going to just leave that at 10 seconds is fine. So again, push the menu, you'll see the arrow switch, and then you can hit up and down. You want to change that to 10S for 10 seconds. Hit Menu again to pick it, see the arrow switches back, and again. Okay, so now we're doing a print to, so print to serial is what we want. The same mechanism here. Serial should be set to CUSP, C-U-S-P, and baud rate should be set to 38,400. So once those are all set, those are the options that you need to set on this monitor, and then we can actually try to connect to Xchart. Now that we're physically connected to the monitor, we can go ahead and just plug in our USB port here on the other end and just make sure that's in. And then we can go to xchart.com/test in Chrome. So you want to open Chrome and then go to xchart.com/test. And this is going to take us to a fake case that lets us just kind of experiment with Xchart, but it will actually try to talk to the monitor directly. So it's saying, hey, it's a fake case, everything's fake, except for the monitor connection. You say okay. And then the option we're going to want to select here is actually the Criticare CUSP, C-U-S-P. So when we do that, it takes us here, and now we have to select, okay, which device that's connected to this computer do we want to actually talk to? So you hit Show Connection Selector, and the one you're looking for here should say something like USB serial converter or serial controller. One quick way to test is you can unplug and plug it back in, and you see how that item, that item there disappears and reappears. If you plug this in and nothing happens, you'll want to go to our help site and search for how to install the driver for your cable. But or you can reach out to support@xchart.com and we can help you figure that out. But basically, it just means once a computer is able to recognize that it has a serial connection there, and there's one that disappears and reappears, you're all set. So go ahead and select that and select Connect. Now, at this point, it's going to tell us here we are connected to the monitor. It's sending blank vitals, which, as you can see on the monitor, it is. I'm going to select use this connection. It's asking us which presets we're going to want, which we don't want any at the moment. And now, just so you can see this working, I'm going to go ahead and plug in just a BP cup here. And take a quick blood pressure. So if you have this set to cycle blood pressure every 5 minutes, which I think this one is, yep. And we can go ahead and just hit start over here, and it will take a blood pressure for us. Okay, so we got data here, and now we see our first blood pressure has been taken. And because we got some actual data from the monitor here, it went ahead and started the case here and dropped it in the first checkpoint here, first vitals checkpoint. And really that's all there's to it. So now every 5 minutes it's going to take another vital, because that's what my monitor here is set up to do. Every 5 minutes it's supposed to take one, and it'll drop in those vitals into your chart for you automatically. If you have any questions or trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to support@xchart.com. We're happy to help, but it's pretty straightforward. Once you get this set up once, it's really easy to do this. So we're happy to help. All right, take care. Bye.